Hi, everybody. Today we're going to have a conversation about finding your mortgage agent, getting a loan. Here's 5 tips to getting a great lender. Of course, tip number 1 is, of course, ask your real estate professional for a referral. They work with lenders all the time, and they know who's good and who's gonna make sure that your loan is done and done well and done in a timely manner. They also know who works well with clients and who works well with them, the agents. It's always helpful to have a good line of communication. Number 2 is I recommend using a mortgage lender and not a banker. Mainly because the banker gets paid whether you get your loan or not. The mortgage lender, they get paid at the closing table. And after all, that's what it's for. Anyway, it's not that I have anything against bankers. They're wonderful people and they do a good job, but they do a lot of jobs. And it's just sometimes they get so busy that they'll just stack your file on that corner stack on their desk. And you get lost in the shuffle. So whether you use the banker or whether you use the mortgage company, you're going to have to provide that same documentation. And it doesn't matter how much the banker knows you, how well, or how much business you give them. They still need to start from square one. Number 3 is your local lender. Use a local lender that's within 50 miles of where you want to, that works within 50 miles of where you want to live. What you want to do is you can use those online lenders with the low interest rates to comparison shop to find your best rate. But when you make application with somebody that's local. For the simple reason that if they don't get the job done, your realtor can go down to their office and pound their shoe on the desk to get some attention, and it works. Anyway, make sure when you're talking to those online lenders that you ask them for the ABR. The ABR is a formula that includes all of the fees along with the interest rate, and it's comparing apples with apples. It's use the ABR, not that advertised interest rate. Number 4, be sure and have all your documentation in your hand when you're ready to apply for a loan. When you make loan application, you need to be ready with all the documentation. The mortgage agent will give you a list so that you can be sure and have it ready. If you keep good records, you're in good shape. If you don't, you may have to hustle some. Anyway, the sooner they get the documentation, the sooner they can get your loan done. Number 5, the lender's going to need 3 weeks to close once they've got all your documentation. We build that into a contract for closing when you're getting a mortgage, because we know that that's going to be the case. Some lenders can actually have in-house underwriting. They can get it done a little quicker. But you need to give them at least 3 weeks. You never know what's going to happen. And it'll make your loan process almost stress-free to have other people working for you. Anyway, you do that and you'll get to the closing table, sign for your new home, and you'll also make your lender very proud that you've done such a good job. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next week when I have my next Penny's real estate tips. Sound bites, if you will. Penny Ritchie, Penrich Properties, Houston, Texas. My cell number is 832-725-2989. If you have any questions or would like to have any conversation about this, please give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. Information is free, so I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.